It's crap contents. It's crap contents. It's crap content. Welcome to Crap Content, and this is my gaming history. Today we're on 1983 VIC-20. Now, I don't own my original VIC-20 because I had to sell it back in 1984. But this is the VIC-20, which I bought quite recently. The VIC-20 was a marvel to me. I still love it to this day. It's my all-time favorite.
Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20. Unlike games, it has a real computer keyboard. With the Commodore VIC-20, the whole family can learn computing at home. Plays great games, too. Under $300, the wonder computer of the 1980s, the Commodore VIC-20. Coming soon, Commodore brings you Gork, the Wonder arcade game, and Omega Race in home versions. Commodore.
Now, my VIC-20, I never had a joystick with it. I always used to play on the keys. And I'm going to be playing on the keys when I show you some of my favorite games, which is Arcadia. It's one of my favorite all-time VIC-20 games. And then Bewitched. In fact, I was a massive collector of Imagine games back then. Now, I did have a 16K, 8 and 16K RAM pack. And I also had this Omega Race on a cartridge as well that I owned. So first up, Arcadia. This insane fast shooter. I played for ages. And it's one of my favourite all-time VIC-20 games. If it's a little odd, though, to play. And you have to play with the keys. Otherwise, you're just not playing it right. Next up is Death Race. This game just felt like the future to me. As you travel through across, like, America or somewhere, it's just an excellent game. And it's quite strategic because you got to adjust the speed and everything. And it always felt like you was on a journey because look, you get going through woods and forests and you go past the seaside and things. It's such a cool game to play. And one that I used to play quite a lot as a kid. Another game I played quite a lot was this Gunslinger game, which takes a while to load up, but it's not a bad game. Just listen to that tune. Get ready to die. And let's go. Oh my god! See you, Prince Philip. It's okay, it regenerates like a Doctor Who. Oh no, but then again, the computer is pretty unfair. This chariot racing game, me and my brother used to play this all the time. And it's probably one of my favorite two-player games, even to this day. So I said, this is like a two-player game, really. But it's beautiful. Listen to the crowd. Listen to the noise. And what you do is you... Oh, shit. And what you do is you have to move back and go forwards. And hit them into the walls. Oh, man. That wasn't good. And finally, Punchy. This game, it takes no prisoners. With the stupid slow jumping, it's basically like an hunchback thing. But it takes no prisoners at all. And stuff like this just crazy. Because how are you supposed to time stuff like that? I just don't know. Here we go. Oh, gnarly then. Crazy. So that's my gaming history up to 1984. I had it for about a couple of years before I got rid of it for the Spectrum when I got a Spectrum 48K. Obviously, I had to sell my VIC-20 to pay for the Spectrum, and I wished I never sold my VIC-20 now. It's such a joy to play. The graphics, I just love everything about VIC-20s. This has been Crap Content. Thanks for watching.
Given a choice between learning computing and playing video games, which do you think a kid would choose? Exactly. That's why Gore-Tech, a new learning game, was created exclusively for Commodore home computers. As kids play Gore-Tech, they're really finding their way around a computer keyboard and mastering basic computer programming. So before you buy a computer for your kids to learn on, make sure it's one they'll want to learn on. One that plays Gore-Tech and other painless learning games. The Commodore VIC-20.
It's crap contents. It's crap contents. It's crap contents.